Hello, and welcome back to Wildsunne Art Studio. My name is Robinsunne. This is going to be a really fun video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share with, people you really love and want to share art with. So, you know that I have this cute little basket filled with magic wishing diamonds, blessing diamonds. It's just made out of paper, and it's a little bit showing wear. But I thought it would be really fun to show you how I made this little basket. So the first thing I did was make this basket, and these little strips, they are 3/8 of an inch. And then that actually took quite a bit of finickiness. It's just so little. So I made a bigger one, and these strips are 3/4 of an inch, and this one was easier to build. So I thought we would make this one today. So you ready? Our first step is to cut some strips of, I'm using cardstock. I used cardstock on these, and it makes the bottom a little more sturdy. In this paper one, I ended up making a little layered paper base for that, because it ended up just being kind of round when I made it out of paper. The weight of the diamonds in there, just kind of bellied out. So we are going to need, anyway, this is done in a solid color, but I thought it might be fun to have all of the strips that are going in one direction be one color in the other direction. And I think we're going to get kind of a checkerboardy effect out of this. You will notice that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in each directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can make this basket bigger or smaller. If you made it a bunch bigger, you'd want to be pretty careful. I mean, a lot bigger, and you might end up needing to sort of fortify the basket a little bit, because even cardstock might not be enough. But anyway, I highly recommend cutting these 3/4 of an inch papers on a cutting board. I don't know, my brain isn't going to give me the words. We need 6 in each direction. So whether you do all one color or 2 colors or 7 colors, you need 6 going in one direction and 6 going in the other. Okay, so we need 12 strips of paper. These, this is American Imperial. These are 11 inches long, and they come up to about here. And when I put the band on the top, I went a little over. I mean, some of them reach that high, but not all of them. So anyway, I guess I could do this. This ends up being about, about 3.5 inches, wide in both directions. And this is about 3.5 inches tall. So there you go. So cut a bunch of strips. And I'm going to sort of get us going here. And this is my pattern. Of course, if you're using all one color like I did with the red and the yellow baskets, you don't have to worry about this stuff. So you get a couple, and maybe start out, I know we're going to go all the way out to 6, but maybe start out with 3 just to get the pattern started, because they do this a lot. So there we go. We're getting a start, and you would just take more papers and keep adding them in until you get 6 going vertically and 6 going horizontally. Okay, so just go all the way out, and then you will notice what happened for me was I measured. I really want this to be the center, 3 in and 3 in, like that. So I really want this to be the center of the 11 inches. So I measured this way, and the darker green doesn't start till about 3 1/4 inches. So then I measured on this side, and it's almost, wait a minute, that's 3 1/4. I actually could pull this out just a little. So with my hand, I'm right-handed, so with my left hand, just sort of holding everything in place, just scooch these over a little bit, and as we start to build up the basket, that will help this really be the center. Yeah, it's about 3 inches both sides, and I did this one before. That's about right too. So then take a ruler and count in 3. You can see this, 1, 2, 3. So that's the center of this much space. So I put one edge right on that cross point and one edge on this. So I've got 1, 2, 3 before you hit the cross piece of the ruler, and 1, 2, 3 before I hit the cross piece of the ruler. And what we're going to do is fold up. You see how this pattern doesn't go back and forth? It actually goes diagonally. So now that we've gotten this far in the weaving, I just need to have the paper kind of begin to make its transition to come up the sides. So again, in the middle and in the middle. And we're just making the beginning of the turn. It'll get more exact as we go on. There, there. Okay. Oops. Okay, so I'm actually going to start gluing. Just so these outer pieces feel a little less obligated to move. So we're scrunching everything in towards the center. And just going to put a little circle of glue under there. just as many as you can reach. I hope this is making some sense to you. And I can see where this fold is. I'm a little closer than you are in the camera. So I know how far in I can fold. There we go. Just make sure those are there, and then we can fold up. Now, this is kind of a fun but tricky piece. This piece is actually, we're going to keep with the over-under thing. So this piece just went over the pale green, and now it's going under a darker green just like that, but you can tell that this piece goes under the pale green. So lift that up, and this is going to actually bend around the corner. So it's going to go up like this. And you know what? We're going to use a little glue to help out. What happens when I don't use the glue is that whatever I fold tends to unfold on itself. So this piece is going over, and it's going to meet that piece and go under. So I'm going to put a little glue right there. By the way, just a reminder, this is Elmer's glue in here, not art glitter glue. This is paper to paper, so Elmer's will be strong enough. Not sure I'm getting this as tight as I want it. So just want these papers to be as tight as you can. And in all honesty, whenever I make one of these, there's a lot of sort of going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, trying to make all of this nice and tight. So you can see we're beginning to build up. And you don't have to glue every single cross piece, but it just helps them begin to stay together. So let's start working on this corner. And make this corner nice and sharp, this edge, and make this edge kind of sharp. You can tell on this yellow one I really folded these with quite a bit of crease. And this one comes around and goes under, over, under. Put a little glue there, a little glue there. When we get to what's going to end up being the top of the woven part, we will be gluing all the way around. So this one should go under there, that goes over. This one will go under, over, under. Once you get this going, all the ones you've done before will help hold the next ones in place. I hope I'm doing this so that you can see properly. But it's kind of like when we were little kids and we were folding paper placemats or paper weavings. You weave a couple of strands together and then something moves, and then you have to kind of work a little with the ones that came undone. So it's just actually kind of a lot of backing and forthing. Okay, this goes under, over, under and over, under and over. Kind of get them in place, pull them tight, so we're not making little bubbles like that. I really don't want to run out of time here. Come on. Just realized I wasn't talking to you. So, yes. This will this will probably take every cell on the right hand side of your brain to figure this all out. So we're kind of getting on in time. Actually, we're only at 20 minutes, so I will have time to tell you, if not to show you, what comes next. So let's go around and glue all of these places if I haven't already glued them. And then what I did, both with this yellow one and this red one, you can see is I just cut a band, and for this big yellow one, it was 1.5 inches, and I had to use another piece of paper. So yeah, just take your paper cutter and cut a couple, because 11 inches wasn't enough to get all the way around. And also I put the band on the inside. Let's see if I hold it like that. Can you see okay? So I did a band on the inside and a band on the outside, and that helps a whole lot to keep it nice and sturdy. So what I'm going to end up doing is kind of cutting this even. And you will see that the 1.5 inch band will partially enclose but also go up over the top. And so you just take your glue bottle and draw the glue, and then just very carefully, and you can actually count up. You want 2 full, sorry, I hope you saw that, 2 full diamonds, and then put the top of the strip. Let me use one of these. It'll be wider than this. I mean, actually, you don't have to. You can make it short like that. But if you count 2, and as you go around, make sure that you've got, this comes at the top of the 2 diamonds. 1, 2, and then the band. 1, 2, and then the band. So actually I could use that. Maybe I will. Yeah. So there you are. And you have a lovely little basket that can hold washi tapes or, oh goodness, you know, little ornaments that you have made. You know, you can put those in there. Ta-da. Could be a little place to hold all kinds of things. And, of course, diamonds. So I hope you have fun making this basket. If you celebrate Easter in a religious way or just in a social way, these might make super cute little baskets. And you could also attach a, some sort of a yeah, handle. That's what it's called. Yes. Left side. My brain was just completely on vacation mode while I did that. I didn't need words. I just needed my spatial brilliance. So, I wish you a very healthy brain and lots of time to make art, which seems to make both sides of our brain be very, very smart. Yeah. Have fun with your brain. Okay, so that's it. Now that I have mentioned Easter, I'm going to have to rearrange some of my videos to make sure this comes out very soon, so that it's before Easter. Okay. Thank you so much for coming and visiting my channel. I hope you will come back. I hope you will subscribe to my channel. And I hope that you have a lovely day, and I will see you next time. Bye.